Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Relatively Gaming Podcast, a show where we talk games and other relatively close topics. You know how it is. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host TJ at Turn-Based TJ. TJ, how's it going?
It is going fantastic. I'm excited for all the news that we have.
Yes, a busy week ahead of us. But quick plug, as we've been doing these past few weeks, Extra Life is coming up. This is a charity stream trying to help out kids at Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I'm going to be hosting one. The big game day is coming up November 28th, so as of release, not this Friday, but the following Friday. If you guys can help us out and support in any way possible, greatly appreciated. You got watching, you got donating if possible, or just spreading the word. Go over to socials, share those posts. Once again, it would be greatly appreciated. Lots of titles we're going to be playing. We're also doing some pre-gaming or like pre-show, whatever you want to call it, streams leading up to Extra Life. We talked about the Kingdom Hearts one last week, which went very, very well. As of recording tomorrow, we're going to be doing Lies of P's DLC. I'm very excited about that. And then next week, we got a chaotic multiplayer madness stream. We're going to be playing a wide variety of titles like Marvel Rivals, Lethal Company, Peak, some Gartic Phone. Should be a good time. Both of us will be there. We'll be having some fun. So yeah, once again, any support you guys can pass our way is greatly appreciated. But enough of my news. TJ, what do you got for news for us this week?
Well, I think the biggest piece of news that's been keeping us all awake at night, and that's is pertinent on everyone's mind, is that Brie Larson's gonna play Rosalina in the Mario Galaxy movie.
He threw a curveball, everybody. We were joking off stream like, oh, I got a piece of news. I'm like, oh, which one? I wonder what it is. All right, that's not the one, but cool.
Very cool. I'm my hype for this Mario Galaxy movie is unironically growing.
Mm.
So I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. Like I said, I've watched that original Super Mario Brothers movie like 3 times now,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot for animation in my standards. I'm one and done nowadays.
Sure.
So I'm pretty excited for what they're gonna do with Galaxy and all the craziness that gets on in that game. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to see. But no, seriously, the big piece of news that I have
Oh, okay, you
is
son of a bitch.
yeah. Steam announces a Steam machine and a Steam controller and a dedicated VR headset, the Steam Frame. And I could not be more excited, Brett. Oh my gosh. When I saw this announcement, I was like, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what I've
Okay.
been wanting. Because they tried to do this before in 2018 or so with their Steam machines, but they kind of just licensed the Steam Big Picture mode and the Steam OS to other machines.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think they've learned from doing the in-house Steam Deck that if you just make uniformity, you make one single iteration of the console, that it'll be more successful. So I think that this is going to be more successful because it is that one iteration, and also it looks cool. It's a GameCube, so
Yeah. Big old square.
some people have some things to say about the controller. I personally think the controller looks pretty good. The joysticks look like they're very high quality, which is what I care about the most. Um, I don't imagine the trackpads will get in the way, but we'll have to see. I mean, I'd have to get my hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
My big question is, can I use a DualShock 5 on this thing or a Xbox controller? Because you should be able to just Bluetooth to it like a PC.
Yeah, to my knowledge, you'd be able to. I know you can with a Steam Deck, and then obviously PC, you can do the same thing. So I believe so. I wouldn't see why that would not be a capability.
Yeah, that would push this thing over the edge. So it looks great. We don't have exact specs yet or price, but they said it's going to be somewhere a little bit less powerful than a PS5.
Hmm.
Um, but 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. So
Yeah, from IGN, I got, let's see, specs-wise, as a semi-custom AMD Zen, oh Jesus,
there we go.
4GC 12T CPU. I don't know what the fuck that means. A semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 GPU and supports 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR. Oh, boy, okay, you techies know what I'm saying, but Valve described the new Steam machine, like you said, as 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck with 16 gigs DDR5 and 8 gigs GDDR6 VRAM. Oh, anyways, full specs for the Steam machine and Steam controller are below. Okay, so IGN seems to have some stuff if you guys are interested.
Yeah, I should have read up on the specs ahead of time
Oh,
then.
you're
I
good.
did not realize they were out there. I mostly just watched that intro video and was salivating for it.
Hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh. Although I'm less excited for the Steam Frame just because I'm not one to hop onto the VR gaming as of yet.
Hmm.
But if it's an affordable entry point and I don't have to sell my soul to Facebook to use, then perhaps I'd be interested, a little bit more interested to you.
Right. Yeah. I'm glad that they're still doing VR technology because I know it's been a bumpy road in terms of like, I guess the onboarding process. Because, like you said, they are expensive, but then I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't feel like they really give it a chance. Not Steam specifically, but just industries. For example, like Sony and the PlayStation VR. They kicked off the PSVR 1, and then they kind of just, I don't want to say shoehorned. That sounds like a bad word, but they kind of like half-assed the VR2. The VR2 is very, very good, but in terms of like longevity and support, they were like, oh, it didn't blow up immediately. We're good. So like, as someone who's delved into VR, I wish I played it more, but A, setup, B, space. It's more of a hassle, obviously, than just turn on controller, turn on system, go. I'm at least happy that Steam is still giving that option to players to play, and then obviously devs who want to make these titles. So that's good. I don't know how their VR has performed in the past. I know a lot of people have talked about Meta pretty highly. There was another one that I think Xbox or somebody tried out that wasn't super great, but I don't remember. But it was just nice to see. But yeah, big announcement from Steam and Valve.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about the machine itself? Do you think you'd be interested in jumping ship, or do you think you're so ingrained in the PlayStation ecosystem at this point?
That's a good question. I think first off, yes, ingrained is the right term. Look behind the camera. I almost bought a Switch 2 today out of bad like impulse buying. I didn't. But my rationale with that was like, you barely play your Switch as is, or like you do, but it's very limited in scope. Like most of the stuff I do want to play is on PlayStation. Steam, while I enjoy it, it scares me a little bit because I know how much of a backlog I have with PlayStation as is for stuff I already own. That's like opening the floodgates with Steam. Granted, there is a lot of opportunity for like indie stuff there because maybe the development team does not have the resources to put it multi-platform and they can only focus on here, or it's a year or two later that they're releasing a console, and by the time it comes out there, maybe the momentum's been lost on me. Like, I know I've wish listed stuff on Steam trying to show the support, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that thing. Never end up playing it type deal. So there's that of like the fear of the whole pool of games. And then on the other side of things, I don't really play either A, on my PC all that much. Wow, this is going to sound weird to say, but the roommate has a Steam Deck and she's really enjoyed it. I haven't used it, but like I think that would be more my avenue. So if I were to have a Steam Deck, or like hypothetically I already have one, I don't know how this is motivation for me to get that whilst I have the Steam Deck. Like I feel like the Steam Deck would tick the boxes for me personally.
That is fair. I feel like the Steam Deck does fill its own niche and has its own uses. I just personally, I'm ever since my PC woes, which I did fix. It took me like 3 weeks, but I fixed it. Um, I've been looking for a more stable platform,
Mm-hmm.
and having this in a console size while being able to keep all of my Steam library is great because I have 188 games on Steam. I checked before this,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, being able to just be like, yeah, I've already bought Horizon Zero Dawn, I've already bought Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I can just start playing the game. That is very enticing to me. So being able to
Right.
keep everything in the Steam ecosystem really, for me, I'm entrenched. I'm ingrained in the Steam
Mm-hmm.
ecosystem at this point. So you buying a Steam Deck or the Steam Machine, which by the way, really missed opportunity for not calling it a Steam engine, but we're not gonna
That'd be good.
Yeah, I guess it didn't have search engine optimization if you put
Sure.
Steam engine. Yeah, but yeah, being able to use those would be a dream for me personally. So I don't
Hmm.
have to rebuy everything on PlayStation.
Right. 100%.
Although Steam, to my woes, does not have NHL yet, so and it never will apparently. So
I mean, it seems like similar to the Steam Deck. Now, obviously, I don't know, but it seems like you can modify the Steam machine as well. Like you can put your own stuff on there. I think somebody mentioned like WoW and Blizzard launcher or whatever the fuck. So Game Pass question mark or Xbox through that? I don't know.
oh no
Oh, it's
PC.
not PC Game Pass. Never
It's just
mind.
yeah, it's not on Game Pass. They just don't. They only make it for PlayStation
Oh well, there.
and Xbox, I guess. So yeah, so that's like that's the one drawing feature where I'm like, well, PlayStation does have NHL, but otherwise,
Yeah.
Steam Machine seems the way to go.
You got Super Blood Hockey. You got what's the roguelite hockey game we've talked a bunch about?
Oh gosh, why can't I think of it? It's on
Yep.
my desktop right
Right?
now. It is
Tape to tape.
tape to tape. Thank
Yeah.
you. I was
See,
looking
you
through
got
all
the
my
hockey
icons.
fix.
Yeah,
It's just not
tape to tape is
professional.
good. They
Yeah.
did just also tape to tape. They updated the story, the campaign mode.
Oh, cool.
So, but that's a tangent. That's an aside.
We
Steam
love
Machine,
tangents here.
very cool. Yeah. My next piece of news isn't as exciting, but it's actually kind of depressing. But Borderlands 4 loses 93% of player base in the first 2 months, which is a worse drop off than Borderlands 3 had in the same time frame and Borderlands 2. But
Hmm.
there was like 200,000 concurrent players at one point or something, which is like really low for Borderlands, especially because they keep trying to entice players to stay on with like weekly events and other things like that. So it's kind of surprising to see the drop off so heavy
Yeah.
after only 2 months.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I know they obviously have had tech issues across the board, it seems. Not awful, but more than probably should have. Um, and then you got to take into account like it's a single or have you completed the campaign? You know, not everybody's really gonna just keep rinse repeating. You know, if there's not content there. I don't know. Personally, for me, like the extra events, like how they've done the Halloween, like Skull one and other ones, and I don't know. I feel like there's other events that they've tried. I don't know. I just really don't care about them. But yeah, that is a big drop off.
Yeah, no, ever since I fixed my PC, I've been playing Borderlands 4 heavily
Mm-hmm.
again. And spoiler alert for later on in the video, but even for me, I'm getting a little tired of it and playing through the campaign again. I'm like, I could put this down.
Sure.
There's really nothing drawing me to it. I do not feel compelled or motivated to play on my level 50 character, who's I think I'm only on level 2 of True Vault Hunter mode, but like I do not feel motivated to go through and climb up to level 5 or whatever. I don't think the incentives are there necessarily for the difficulty spike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see and watch. They also said last week, I didn't bring it up in news last week, but last week, Take-Two said that their Borderlands revenue was a little bit lower than expected because of the PC woes.
Okay. Okay.
So, which I thought it sold incredibly well. It was like number one on Steam for like forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I doubt return policy because what is that, like 2 hours of gameplay? So you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
don't know. In a surprising piece of news though, Arc Raiders beats Battlefield 6 in concurrent Steam count.
Cool.
So Arc Raiders is just keeps chugging along and is this little juggernaut of a game that keeps going on. Apparently, it's like an Escape from Tarkov extraction shooter, and
Okay.
I have zero experience with that genre of games, so I have no idea.
I've seen a lot of people talking about it. I've seen a lot of clips. It seems goofy. It's kind of just like open sandboxy, find missions to do or resources to collect. But it seems like there's been a good community or a healthy community of players who are helping each other, which is actually good.
Hmm.
I know there's also been a little bit of controversy with like AI use. I don't know full breadth of it, so I don't want to misspeak. Um, our friends over the trophy room, Joe's really into it. He's talked about like the AI is used for voice stuff, Like, there's a masking, because unfortunately the video game ecosystem is trash, especially towards female gamers. Female gamers? Women gamers? I don't know why female made me cringe. What's the thing that people are like, oh, if people say that, you're like, you have no respect.
It's female.
It is. I knew it. Okay. I had the cringe from it. Let me fix
Women
it.
gamers.
Women gamers. Jesus Christ. I'm going to cancel it already. Where if they don't feel comfortable or to fight against harassment, they can like mask their voice and it will like generate a more neutral tone. And the AI is used for that. So, I mean, that sounds good. I don't know, like, if they're using it anywhere else. So, that would be my only, like, gripe against the game. It's nothing I'm going to dive into, but I can't deny that seeing the clips and stuff like that, it's fun to watch. So, yeah.
Yeah, and just as an aside, how absolutely baffling that is a needed feature in a video game nowadays. And it is, sadly, it is needed, it is necessary, but like,
yes and
my
no,
God.
because I mean, no, people just need to be fucking better and decent to each other. Let people play and enjoy shit. I don't want people feeling like they need to hide. I appreciate that it's there, but yeah, it's
Absolutely gross. What's not gross is my last piece of news that I have here, and that's that Elden Ring's going to receive a DLC called Forsaken Hollows. Elden Ring Night Rain, that is, excuse me, will receive a DLC called Forsaken Hollows, and that's going to launch on December 4th. And that piques my interest, even though I played Elden Ring Night Rain when it came out for probably like 20 hours and then never touched it again. So I need to get back in there. I feel like maybe having a group of friends would help.
Who's that?
Yeah, would help with that kind of game.
Sure.
But otherwise, yeah, it was an interesting game. Apparently, they've changed it a lot. They've been doing a very good job of updating it constantly. So since I've played, they've made it like more user friendly for single player experiences. So maybe there's more merit for me going back and playing it now.
Is it cross-platform?
I don't know, actually. Let me check right now.
Okay.
I can type.
You're good. I struggle with that all the time.
No, it is not crossplay.
Well, there you go.
Have to play it on PC.
Boot it up on
Never
PC. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that? Huh.
Yeah, you think with multiplayer games nowadays, I feel like crossplay is a must.
Right.
We gotta get crossplay in there.
All right. Bold decision. But yeah, cool. Cool they're getting DLC.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Nice. All right, am I taking over?
Oh, 100%. This is all you, newsman.
Mister, I only have one piece of news. Checked off 2 other pieces of news I had.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Branching off the Night Rain DLC announcement, we did have a State of Play Japan on this Tuesday, I think. So it was focused on Japanese developers, both AAA and indie. It's presented in Japanese with English subtitles. Not too much that I feel caught my attention, but just wanted to run through the announcements here in case you missed it, and then you can deep dive on your own. So pardon me as I go through this list. Dragon Quest VII, we got another trailer for that's coming out February 5th. Ink Obini, One Store, Many Stories was shown off again for April 2026. Coffee Talk Tokyo, March 2026. Then we had 2 of the Broken Lore franchise with Broken Lore Unfollow coming on January 16th and Broken Lore Ascend coming summer 2026. Those seem like spooky titles. One that I think caught your attention, TJ, is Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake coming out on March 12th. Dynasty Warriors Origin got another trailer for a January 22nd release. Gran Turismo Spec 3 Power Pack DLCs coming out at the end of the year, so all you racing sickos can get your wheels off there. I don't know. Motion Wreck was shown. We had Wandering Sword, which includes DLC, coming out May 28th. There was an AI Somnium Files game shown for February 26th release. Also coming out February 26th, Tokyo Extreme Series. We got a trailer for Katamari with 2 DLC packs coming out. We got the reveal that Sonic is going to Pac-Man World Repack as of the day of the showcase. Digimon Time Strangers first DLC of the Season Pass was shown off. Robot Wars Y DLC is available November 21st. Monster Hunter has a free update coming out December 16th. We're almost there, folks. Sonic Racing Team update coming out with free DLC, including Knights from Dream something? No. The Jester from Knights is coming, excuse me. Super Monkey Ball character AI, I don't know. And there was 2 Sonic characters, so all you Sonic sickos, I'm sure you know, but my bad, I don't know who they are. SpongeBob Pack DLC is also coming out November 20th for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. We had an indie rogue Metroidvania called Nevergrave coming out March 5th. Blaze Blue Entropy Effect was shown off. We also had an indie called Damon and Baby, which is coming out early 2026. Disgaea has a new third-person action game coming out January 29th. Fate Trigger was shown off, along with Octopath Traveler 0 coming out December 4th. And then the big one for me, outside of the Night Rain DLC you brought up, Marvel Tokon second beta is coming out first week of December. Spider-Man and Ghost Rider will be playable, and that beta will be December 5th through the 7th. So yeah, a lot announced at that Japanese State of Play. Like I said, not much that stuck out to me personally. Tokon was probably the biggest thing. I'm a little intrigued by the Disgaea third-person game. Nevergrave looked adorable and like a fun indie. I wonder how the difficulty compares into something like a Hollow Knight. But yeah, TJ, was there anything from that showcase that you wanted to talk about more?
Digimon! No, I just think the Digimon games have actually been pretty good as of late, so that's pretty interesting. I haven't checked out that game that the DLC is for, but I definitely it made me more intrigued to go back and check out that game. Trying to think of other games that really stuck out to me. Really, Fatal Frame 2. It's been so long since the original Fatal Frame, and I really love that game. I think it is gimmicky a little bit in a way, but it's such a cool gimmick that you can explain it in 2 seconds, and even to someone who doesn't play video games, be like, hey, you walk around, you have a camera, it captures ghosts, or you can see ghosts through the camera, not that it captures it, not like a Ghostbusters situation, but that you can see the ghosts through the cameras, and it's scary because you're walking and you don't know where the ghosts are until you raise up the camera, which limits your movement, and yeah. It's a pretty great concept overall, so I'm really excited to see like a modern gen take on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great.
Nice. Sticking on the track of announcements this week, Pokopia got a new trailer and got a release date as well of March 5th. If you guys don't remember Pokopia from a few weeks ago, this was shown off at the September Nintendo Direct, and this is Minecraft / Animal Crossing Pokemon version. You're a Ditto transformed as a human child. Yes, I know that gets weird. But you are rebuilding essentially a town that used to be filled with people and Pokemon. You're helping out. This trailer was a 10-minute gameplay trailer, so you kind of got a little bit of the story and then the challenges or things you're going to be doing in the game. So you're helping out Professor Tangrowth, a Pokemon who's there, helping him out rebuild the area and repopulate the area with Pokemon, rather bring them home by building up the ecosystems and environments that they really like. By doing that, Pokemon will show up, and then they can teach you how to expand even more. So examples they showed was Squirtle will show you how to use water guns so you can raise crops. Bulbasaur will show you how to grow the plants more appropriately. There was a Drillbur that shows you how to till so you can plant things. There's a Hitmonchan who gives you a little boxing glove so you can break the environment around you and expand. I don't know what it is, but to me, this really is like ringing a bell of like, yeah, that looks really fun and cute and adorable. So I'm like, I'm into it. So cool to see the trailer for that. And then, like I said, the release date not being super far away and being the 5th of March. So, yeah.
They gotta change that name though.
No, you don't like Utopia with Pokemon in it?
No,
Pokopia.
Pokopia does not ring off the tongue for sure. So,
All right.
game looks cute though.
Yeah. Big piece of news for us personally, which I'm surprised you didn't say shit about. As of right now, the today that we are recording, yes, I said the today, Marvel Rivals Season 5 is out now with Gambit as a strategist. Time for us who play healers to never play Gambit because everybody's going to pick this motherfucker.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, rewind it back.
Gambit's a strategist?
Gambit is a strategist, aka a healer, and people are going to be picking him nonstop. I've seen people in the Marvel Rivals community, granted, whenever you go to TikTok, everybody's always angry, always bitching, I've played healer for this many hours, and now the DPSs are going to come in here, take Gambit away from us, and be like, ooh. While they're always bitching for heals, now they can fucking deal with me bitching for heals. I did play a match earlier, not as Gambit, but I did play against Gambits because people were insta-locking him. Seems like a fun character. I haven't looked too much into his moveset, but he has 2 standard attacks. If you're playing on PC, your left click throws out 3 cards as a projectile. Your right click will do a bow staff slam into the ground. Not sure exactly how his healing abilities work. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to play him. I'm curious if it will be like the other DLC characters where Blade comes out. Everybody's picking Blade. Then, I mean, Fantastic Four, I think, have been pretty, consistent. Who came out after Blade? Please help me. Character-wise. Angela, yep, she came out.
Daredevil,
thank you. That was the other DPS I was thinking. It seemed like in each of their launches, especially Blade, maybe it's gotten better with time, but like everybody was picking him the first week, and then it kind of died off. I wonder if Gambit will be the same, because selfishly, that would be cool to play as, but it is what it is. Rogue will also be joining this season around the halfway point. No confirmation of what her role is as of yet. Also with the
Vanguard,
possibly. Also with the trailer, people were freaking out because Cyclops was shown in the background, so there's potential of Cyclops coming in the future, which I know you're looking forward to. I don't know how he's going to reload his visor, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yes, a blink.
Yeah. And then the new season passes out. Looking through it, there's a few what if from Disney Plus skins in there. And then the very final skin is Scarlet Witch, but like a classic, like kind of how WandaVision, they had that throwback costume. Looks like that. There's also a new hub world. So if you want to, instead of waiting for lobbies, you can go to like this New York City Times Square area and you can just run around. I don't know why, but that was a thing that they decided to add in. Oh. So yeah, Marvel Rivals out now, season 5.
Yeah, that's I don't know what part of kinetic energy explosions is healing,
Sure.
but I'm excited to find out. That makes 0 sense, but also I'm very glad because we need more strategists in that game for sure.
Yeah. Last 2 bits of news that I have for us are announcements. The Keeleys, the Game Awards, their nominations are going to be revealed this coming Monday, aka when this episode drops. So if you're looking for the main show, that is when you can get the nominations for that. But more importantly, our friends over at 6-1 Indie and the Indie Game Awards have announced their nominations. You can go check those out now. They've announced their nominations, their presenters. There is a community vote this year, so you can go to the site and the link provided on their posts and do that. And the Indie Game Awards will be coming up on December 18th. So it's a great opportunity, obviously, to shout out all the indies that have been coming out this year that have been phenomenal, but also to expand your library. If you're looking for more indie titles and you haven't really stumbled upon too many, this is a great spot to at least get the ball rolling for yourself, being like, oh, so-and-so made this, so-and-so made that. That's really cool. And go from there. So shout out to the team over there. This is the 2nd year they're doing it. and they've put in a lot of hard work for it. So please go support.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what the Game Awards announcements are.
Yeah. I think Keeley's are the 14th. I probably will be doing a live react to it on Twitch. So if people want to hop in there and see us freak out about Leon having a beard in Resident Evil 9, I don't fucking know. We can do that. Twitch.tv.
Okay, now if that doesn't happen in Resident Evil 9, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm stealing that theory from others. I can't take credit. Show me Tokon, bitches. That's all I care about.
Yeah, more Marvel Tokon, and I would say more Marvel Cosmic Invasion, but that's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
so,
it'll be out unless we're getting DLC announcement already. But
yeah. God, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, you alluded to it earlier, TJ. What have you been playing?
I've been playing an unhealthy amount of Borderlands 4 again.
Hell yeah.
Just jumped back into it, and like I was saying, I didn't really feel motivated to play my level 50 Vex character ever since I unlocked all the SUDs and got the coolest head of hers. I just felt like I was kind of done with that character, which sucks because now I have the cool head and I'm not using it.
Right.
But I have been playing as Amon, which is like my secondary character, and there's this weird thing in Borderlands 4. So you can start a character at level 30 once you've beaten the campaign once, but the game world scales with you. So like all of the enemies are level like 31 in the starting area, and it's like really brutally difficult, at least for me, to do even some of the most basic quests. Like, do you remember the quest within, this is not a spoiler because this happens in this is like the first quest, but like where the cows are being sucked up by the alien spaceship?
Yeah.
Trying to do that quest at level 30 was like pulling teeth. It was so difficult. I was the Gravatar was my level 30 character that I started at trying to do that. Harlow, and it was just so difficult. I don't know if I'm just bad at like building up a level 30 character from scratch and I'm not like utilizing all my skill points correctly, but I felt like I had some pretty good builds with like synergies going on where it's like, oh, if I do this, I get ice damage, and then the ice damage procs this, and then that procs another thing. But even with all of my my theory crafting and stuff, I feel like it was just so brutally difficult. So really the only thing you can do when you start a level 30 character is you have to like go around from safe house to safe house and get the bounty boards and just do bounties. Because even though they're a little bit levels ahead of you, at least it's like one enemy. So it's not like you're getting swarmed. So that's the only way I've found to level up at level 30. So it's just been a miserable experience doing that. And so instead of doing that, I've been starting characters from level 1, which is the pits a little bit. You do have to do the whole campaign through and everything. But I've gotten my Amon up to level 21 now, 22. So it didn't take too long. It wasn't too bad. So I've been playing as that playthrough instead of doing the level 30 playthroughs, because I think the level 30 playthroughs are just not fun at all, at least for me. Also, they only leaves you with the side content and not the story, and I kind of do like playing through a lot of the story missions. I think some of the best missions in the game are story missions. There's one in particular, which I won't spoil, but it goes to a different location that you cannot get to if you're not doing the story, and it's my favorite location in the game. So that's kind of a bummer. So yeah, just been jumping back into Borderlands 4. I'll probably stop playing it at some point. I promise. I'm at 230 hours now. But yeah, I just keep coming back to that game. The gameplay and the gunplay is so satisfying for me, at least.
Yeah, I wonder if that has to do with the drop off as well, because yeah, that sounds frustrating. Like obviously returning to the campaign, or at least those missions, you want it to still be challenging, but like you don't want to be beating your head against the wall either.
Yeah, and for the record, I was playing on normal. I was not playing on hard. So I can only imagine starting a level 30 character on hard must be like a chat. It's like that's a challenge run at this point. Like it'd be crazy.
Well, that stinks. I'm glad you're finding joy out of it still with the restart. That's good. Okay, what have I been playing? Not Well, I mean, I have 3, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like a lot. Last week, oh, sorry. I don't know why I feel like last week, I promise.
It's the hand motions.
It is. Ball Pit is done. I have platinumed it. It was phenomenal. Please go play Ball Pit. All right. Got the platinum in that. Check mark. Okay. Other games I've been playing. Played Kingdom Hearts for our 12-hour pre-game Extra Life stream last Saturday. Had a great time with it. I think this is the fastest I've played through that game. Like, we almost beat it in that 12-hour span. I think it only needed an hour longer, which we finished on stream the following week. But it was a lot of fun. We weren't pushing the envelope here. We were playing on normal and stuff, but had a good time. It was a nice trip down memory lane. And just was a goofy time. So, goofy time. But has made me feel more excited to replay the other titles, or at least Kingdom Hearts 2 again. Whether I do that on stream or not, we'll see. But I had a great time with it. And yeah, once again, just baffled that I was able to beat it that fast. There is a speedrun trophy that we did end up getting. Hey, and beating it under 15 hours. I think we cleared that with 2 hours to spare. So happy about that. And then the last one I got is Liza P, because I've been prepping for that DLC. Started the game from scratch. When I initially tried to do the Overture DLC, I was in a New Game Plus game file, and boy howdy, it was difficult. It was very frustrating how that DLC, like, you have to initiate it. I figured it would just be like, you could start at any time, but unfortunately you had to get to a certain point in the story. I believe it's chapter 9, and then you can initiate it. So to be the New Game Plus, to get to chapter 9 and then go into it, difficulty was just up there. So I started a new playthrough to get reacclimated with the game, get back up to that point on a first playthrough difficulty, to tackle it for tomorrow's stream. Been having a great time with it. It's baffling because thinking back to how playing through it the first time, like, you hit the certain walls with certain bosses, like King of Puppets, you son of a gun, took 3+ hours. I remember the Brotherhoods of Rabbits, those guys taking forever. Playing it yesterday, yeah. I got through roughly a third to a half of the game in about 4 hours, and I'm like,
wow.
Like, I thought, I was like, okay, I'll get used to it a little bit, fight it on normal difficulty, just so I'm not walking in and just getting ripped to shreds on Saturday. Then I'll bump the difficulty down so I can run to the point that I kind of need to be at to initiate the DLC. I'll go from there. But the momentum was going. I was doing okay, so I didn't lower that difficulty for like a long time. I was like, shit, okay, cool. I remember fucking being pissed at this enemy and just walked through it. So I was like, huh. Good for me. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass come DLC time, but we'll see.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like in Souls-like games, a lot of it comes down to skill.
Sure.
I mean, I know there are RPGs and you do have stats and weapons and items and things like that that you do need to keep up with, but a lot of it is skill. So if you can remember like those muscle memories and that skill set, you can really power through some stuff pretty quickly, and that's awesome. Sounds like you're doing that in Liza P.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, because it's been a few months, but yeah, I was just laughing too. It was like, okay, we're at the fucking carnival guy, the first boss. All right, what's his moveset? Oh, yeah, he's going to skip. He's going to do this. Like, just remembering as it goes. Like, yeah, there's that. King of Puppets. I'm like, all right, here comes the twirl. He's going to do the twirl. I'm going to dodge this way. I'm going to dodge this way. So just nuts how some of those things stick with you. But yeah, really looking forward to the DLC tomorrow. Should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the DLC tomorrow, too. Yeah. So I'll be there.
Appreciate it. All right, well, we're going to move on to our next topic, which is our favorite topic. It's, hey, what do you want to learn today? I'm going to force you to learn it. All right, TJ. Well, we just talked about Kingdom Hearts, so I'm going to give you an option here. I was thinking about doing Kingdom Hearts lore because people are like, oh, it's so difficult to understand. And granted, yes. Also, no. So, would you like to do Kingdom Hearts lore? We don't have to because you also were like, oh, this is kind of making me want to play Kingdom Hearts. So I don't want to spoil anything for you if you're like, oh, I might dip my toes into this. I do have a backup. Would you like to do door number 1, which is Kingdom Hearts lore, or door number 2, the mystery box?
Oh gosh, you give me a mystery. I was hoping I'd get an actual.
I mean, I could give you what it is.
Yeah. Tell me what it is.
Okay, mystery box is something called NXT, which is wrestling related.
Give me Kingdom Hearts.
I knew it, you son of a gun. All right. So let me ask you, because you were kind enough to watch the stream for Kingdom Hearts 1. Did the story make sense to you with Kingdom Hearts 1 for the most part?
No, I was like half paying attention, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay,
so all I got was they're opening other worlds, and you got to go to the other worlds and do something with hearts.
Sure. Okay. So, like I said, a lot of people like to joke about Kingdom Hearts lore being very confusing. And I will agree to a point, because just like anything, once you add more pieces to it and make it more convoluted, something's going to get lost in the shuffle, something's going to raise a question, it's going to get confusing. So the Kingdom Hearts franchise as a whole, yes, can be confusing. Is it understandable? Yes, but there's some things that are going to make you scratch your head. Happens with everything. Each individual Kingdom Hearts, I think if you break it down to the individual components, totally fine, makes sense. So let's start compartmentalizing these and we'll go along. We're not going to cover all the games. I'll probably cover the first 2 and then be like, okay, by the way, here's this whole web weaving. We'll see how long I rant. But let's start with Kingdom Hearts 1 because we don't want to be here. Yeah, go ahead.
Just explain Dream Drop Distance to me.
Well, that's one I've only dipped my toes in, but I could tell you what the general gist is.
No, I'm kidding. I know that's like far along in the process.
So let's start with Kingdom Hearts 1. So you were right. Yeah. Worlds are opening. Hearts are important. Evil's there. So Kingdom Hearts 1 in a nutshell. Kids want to adventure. Bigger thing is happening. Kids get in danger, get split up from each other, and the whole journey is, how do we get these group of friends back together? One goes the path of light, one goes the path of darkness, the other one, unfortunately, is the victim in this whole situation and does a whole lot of nothing. Darkness has been unleashed in terms of the Heartless. Now, the Heartless are those who do not have a heart. They are the baddies. Because the Heartless are freed, the worlds are no longer divided. So typically every world was just their own universe. They're all separate. They're not supposed to know about each other. They're just living their live-long day happy. But those barriers were taken down, hence why we can travel to other worlds, and the Heartless are trying to get hearts from those worlds. We learn that there is evil afoot. There are Disney villains that are kind of controlling the Heartless, or at least using the Heartless as a tool to get what they want, right? So Sora, our light path, he gets separated, becomes the Keyblade wielder, which is like the big magical weapon that is all-powerful and can restore balance. Oh god, that sounds Star Warsy. But restore balance to this universe. King Mickey, all-powerful. He knows about all the worlds and whatnot. He kind of is not in charge of everything, but he knows more than your typical average person, right? And he's trying to keep the world order that they keep bringing up. That's just everybody's separate. They're doing their own thing. Everybody's at peace and happy. So King Mickey tries to help with that by sending Donald and Goofy to go find the king. Sorry, not the king, the Keyblade wielder, and then you guys can help save the day. So that's basically what you're doing in Kingdom Hearts 1. Ragtag, a group of heroes, tries to go world by world, remove the darkness and the Heartless from them, lock it with the Keyblade, create those barriers again, and do that with everybody, pretty much, until you get to the big door, which is Kingdom Hearts. And you want to shut that because that's where the Heartless are coming out of, that they learn.
Okay.
That is opened further through the princesses and all that stuff. We don't need to go into that. But, like I said, Sora's the good path. Riku, his buddy, has gone down the dark path in trying to reunite his friends by getting, as I like to say, corrupted by the evil side, because they kind of give him false promises and all that jazz. And then Kairi, who's the victim in all this, she's kind of just chilling, and she ends up being one of the princesses that's important to the whole thing. But main thing, good guys trying to restore balance there. Any questions so far?
Yeah, the kid who chooses the dark path.
Yes, Riku.
He was the cum guardian. That was it?
Good point. No, so he ends up getting corrupted even further by this person called Ansem. Now, Ansem was a researcher who was researching the Heartless. We get allusions and teases of him, at least in conversations throughout the game. Our Final Fantasy friends, Leon, Yuffie, and Aerith, Squall, they allude to him. King Mickey talks about him. The baddies talk about him. Ansem was this big researcher. He had all these reports and research about the Heartless. He's poofed. He's gone away. We have no idea what's going on. Because Riku has become so corrupted and persuaded, Ansem kind of sneaks his way in and is like, hey, you're young. I want to use your energy and negativity, and I'm going to become all powerful and be revealed as the one who's really pulling all the strings. So Ansem wants the Heartless and to use them for his own evil doing. And as you alluded to, he takes over Riku. Riku eventually is freed from that, but then he's the big baddie that Sora and gang has to fight at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
My other question is, can you ever get other companions other than Donald and Goofy, or are you stuck with Donald and Goofy the whole game?
Good question. So for the main game, it is only those two. As you're traveling from world to world, some worlds will have different allies to you. For me personally, in my playthrough, I just stuck with Donald and Goofy. But for example, Tarzan Land, Deep Jungle, you can swap Tarzan in. At Little Mermaids, you can swap Ariel in. At Aladdin's, you can swap Aladdin in. Peter Pan, you can swap Peter Pan in. Nightmare for Christmas, you can put Jack in there. Don't think I'm forgetting anybody. So not every world, but some worlds will allow you to swap in. And this is something that carries over throughout the series. It's not till Kingdom Hearts 3, I believe, where you don't have to swap anybody out. So for example, you go to Toy Story and you can have Buzz and Woody as well as the three main group, which is pretty nice.
Okay, and if you swap in Tarzan, for example, because it's my favorite Disney movie of all time, do you get to keep him when you go to like Jack Skellington World, or you can only have him in the Deep Jungle?
He is contained to his world. So any characters that can join your party or swap in, they're contained to their world because you don't want to further break the world order. Like even Sora and gang, as they're traveling from planet to planet, they're kind of like, hey, we're here to help. Yeah, we look real funny, but we're just here as people. There are certain worlds where they try to disguise themselves. I mean, Atlantica and Little Mermaids is kind of obvious because they have to be fish. So Sora's a mermaid, Goofy's a turtle, Donald's an octopus, I believe. Nightmare for Christmas, they kind of spookify themselves and make them scary. So Donald was a mummy, Goofy was like a Frankenstein guy, and Sora had like bat ears and some weird stuff. So they try and do that and then not talk about like the big picture stuff. I think the only people they talk about big picture stuff is people who unfortunately their worlds have died all off, and the people who survived only survived either by escaping, like the Final Fantasy characters on a spaceship, so they know bigger stuff. I don't know. Or their heart was so strong that they were able to go somewhere else. Like I think, who's a big example? Like the Dalmatians, Pongo and Parita or whatever their names are. I'm so sorry. I think they were ones who teleported somewhere else because they were so strong-willed. Pinocchio is another example. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm starting to get the Kingdom Hearts world a little bit better.
Oh, good. So are you ready for Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah, how difficult could it be?
Okay, so TJ, we have our enemies called the Heartless, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're all black and spooky, and these are born from people. We learn they're born from people who die. So if you die, you lose your heart. Your body, I think it's your body, I don't know, part of you, bless you.
Excuse me.
Part of you becomes a Heartless, okay? The other part is a new villain or enemy group that's announced or revealed to us in Kingdom Hearts 2. And they're called Nobodies because they have no body. Heartless, no heart. Nobody, nobody. So they're like husks. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, as we saw at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora, Goofy, and Donald are like they're still trying their main mission of finding the king. They've restored the world order. Everybody's back where they're supposed to be. So now it's like, hey, let's find the king. Let's find Riku, who have sacrificed themselves and have locked themselves in Kingdom Hearts to stop the Heartless. As they're doing this, they run into Castle Oblivion. Now, Castle Oblivion, this is where Chain of Memories comes in, because this was the game between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. In Chain of Memories, you're essentially just retracing your steps. And what's happening is as you're retracing your steps, you're revisiting each of the worlds in this castle, almost like a simulation. You're losing your memories gradually because the bigger bad in that game is taking your memories away and kind of like rewriting your history. So that's going on. When you get to Kingdom Hearts 2, you start off as a new character called Roxas. So Roxas, just this cool kid. He lives in a place called Traverse Town. No, not Traverse Town, excuse me. Twilight Town. Traverse Town was the other game. And he's just with his buddies. And then weird things start happening to Roxas and his buddies. And he's like, I don't understand. What's going on? Eventually, it's revealed that he can hold the Keyblade. And as nobodies attack him, he defends himself, whatever. Long story short, because there's a long-ass tutorial in Kingdom Hearts 2 with Roxas, you rediscover Sora sleeping in like a hibernation pod along with Goofy and Donald. And it turns out that Roxas is like a part of Sora. That's why he needs to reunite with Sora to get his memories back.
Okay.
I know, I'm not doing a great job explaining this. But you learn that Roxas is part of Sora. So they reunite and Sora wakes up and then they start their journey from there. They remember nothing from Castle Oblivion. So from there, it's the story of them tackling the Nobodies. So the Nobodies are the general baddies, but then there's a bigger organization called Organization 13, which are like the strongest Nobodies ever. They look humanoid. They have all personalities. They have intelligence and like big bad plans. All right. So in that, the Heartless have awoken again. I don't know why. I can't really explain that. But there's chaos going around, and essentially, same idea. You're going world to world, fighting off Nobodies, fighting off Heartless, and trying to stop the organization. At the end of that game, Guess who the big bad is? We fought Ansem in the first game. We're going to fight Ansem's nobody.
Oh.
Yeah, called Xemnas. He's got a similar look to him. He's got the long white hair, but his weapon has a little Star Wars reference. Probably not on purpose, but he's got like 2 red lightsabers that he fucking comes at you with.
Wow.
The boss fights mirror each other because you fight him. Remember what we fought at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1? How Ansem was a fucking boat? Guess what? Xemnas is also a fucking boat for whatever reason at the end of that fight. So, it's stupid. I never said it wasn't stupid, but you can understand it. Not from my explanation. So through that, you're fighting off those guys. However, you make a discovery too. Ansem from the first game is not actually Ansem. You find the real Ansem. He's been working with King Mickey this whole time, and he's a pretty swell guy. It turns out that Ansem had a Heartless, Ansem, who renamed himself Ansem for whatever reason, and Xemnas is the nobody. So you got the Heartless Ansem, you got the nobody Xemnas, and then you got the real cool guy, actual Ansem. So you have the full triangle there. What we learn at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I believe it's at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, you might learn it earlier, but remember Roxas, who I told you about at the beginning of that game?
Yeah. He has to become one with Sora or something.
Right. I don't know if you were watching this part, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, there's a point Sora sacrifices himself because he realizes Kairi's heart is inside him the whole time, and he's got to get her heart back to her. So he stabs himself with a Keyblade, and we play as a Heartless for like 5 minutes. We become one of the little shadowy guys.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, when Sora's heart is gone, a nobody is created. Roxas is Sora's nobody. That's why he was so integral and had to come back to Sora. That's why, as you learn in that game, he has connection with Sora's memories. That's why he's got to merge back in so Sora can be complete and be fixed. So we learn that, and you go and fight Xemnas and the big bad's there. There's a lot of other spin-off titles from there. Some follow Sora and Riku in their journey as Riku also kind of comes to the light, learns from his mistakes, become a Keyblade master as well. There's other characters in Birth by Sleep who are like younger. They're like older than those guys, but they went through some stuff. Kingdom Hearts 3 essentially takes all these characters and is like good guys against bad guys. And it's this big war. Good guy team, you got Mickey, you got Sora, you got Donald, you got Goofy. You have 3 characters from Birth by Sleep, who we're not going to talk about because that's a whole nother can of worms. You got Kairi, you have Riku, you have a guy named Lee, who is actually like the human form of one of the Organization 13 that was like good friends with Roxas. And then you would think, okay, who's the big bad that they're going against? It's the new Organization 13, as it's revealed, oh Jesus Christ, that there's another big bad who's leading everything. His name is Xehanort. And Xehanort is the big bad with this master plan, and his organization is made up of his Heartless, Ansem, so that circled back around, his nobody, Xemnas, and then it's a mixed bag of a few other people. One person he's corrupted, some of the original Organization 13 who were strong enough and followed up with him. I think that's it. But then it becomes this whole big clash between Xehanort and Sora trying to lock everything up. And that's Kingdom Hearts 3. I've only played it once, so I'm probably missing a lot of details there. That's the general gist of it. And like I said, the spin-off games kind of give more fillers and stuff in between of like details. There is a beautiful video that I recommend everybody, even though you're laughing at me and my ragtag
No,
compilation
I
of
think you
whatever
did a
this
good
is.
job.
Oh, thanks. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But the video I'm going to recommend, if you guys want to know what the lore is, this creator has taken a very goofy approach to it. However, through comedy, he nails it and gives like a much better explanation than I think anybody, like the games certainly do. So the creator is Barry, Barry, Kramer, Kramer. This video is just called A Good Enough Summary of Kingdom Hearts. And this recaps everything from the first Kingdom Hearts leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3. It's animated, it's goofy, there's a lot of fun laughs to be had. And while it is ridiculous, it does a great job of explaining, what does this mean? Where did this come? How does this come together? What does this aspect mean? So yeah, highly recommend that video if you guys either A, haven't played these and want to know what the hell's going on, or B, have played these and want to know what the hell is going on. It's a very good video. And like I said, there's a lot of good laughs in there that I really enjoy. I definitely go back and watch it from time to time just to have a good chuckle and a good laugh. So yeah, TJ, that's Kingdom Hearts in a very quick, not great nutshell. I hope you still look forward to playing them because they are good.
Yeah, I still want to play the first one for sure, and probably the second one. Don't quiz me on any of the names that you said because I will never remember any of them.
There's a lot.
But Roxas, right? That was the nobody
Correct.
of Sora. That must have been like a high level nobody, right? Because he had like full autonomy and was like almost a person.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So it could have been in Agent 13. Am I saying that right?
He was. So yeah, that's a good shout. So he was part of Organization 13, the original.
Organization 13. Okay.
Yes, he was their last member. And that's why him and Axel, who's another member of the organization, they were so tight. Because they worked well together. If you keep playing Kingdom Hearts 2 through that tutorial at the beginning, you'll learn why Roxas is in this town with his buddies. The town's fake. It's all a computer simulation, and Roxas has I think he's run away under his own power, and Good Ansem, the actual real guy, is trying to help Roxas and get Sora back to being whole. So he's used this computer simulation to kind of ease Roxas into things. And then Roxas learns, oh, this isn't even my world, and he kind of freaks out, but he realizes, yes, this is the right thing to do, and that's when he wakes up Sora and they meld.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, no, I'm still looking forward to checking them out. It's definitely something I feel like Final Fantasy, it's like a big gap in my gaming history because Kingdom Hearts looms pretty large over the gaming space, I feel like, and I just totally missed it. A lot of people's childhoods for sure was playing Kingdom Hearts, and I totally missed that because I was not a PlayStation kid. But
yeah, like I said, there's a lot of titles in here, but I think you're taking the right approach of at least those first two, because they are the main title games. It will certainly be confusing, if I didn't tell you what I did here, not that you're gonna remember it, but going into Kingdom Hearts 2 and being like, wait, so why is Sora sleeping? Last time I saw him, he was just walking around, So that's where the spin-off games can fill those gaps, but I don't feel it's absolutely necessary. At the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, they have an amazing cutscene that's highly rendered out at the beginning of the game. So you get to visually see everything that happened in that game, but it still is wait, hold on, if you didn't play it. And I think they do the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 if you ever decide to play with that one. I don't know if they cover everything, but at least you'll see glimpses of important stuff here and there from those games to try and weave that web together. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, it's cool. And I have a personal goal of always playing video games of characters that are in Super Smash Brothers. So now I have to play Kingdom Hearts because Sora.
Man, that's a big library.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fun run.
Nice. Well, thank you for humoring me with that. Last topic of this episode, what are you looking forward to playing, whether it's a future release or something in your backlog? TJ, what do you have for us today?
Well, I'm going to stick with feature releases here. This game comes out on November 24th, so just around the corner. I was talking to you off of the podcast about how I'm trying to learn how to type. So this game is called Keys of Fury.
Oh,
It's a retro style beat 'em up typing game. So you have to type the word over the opponent's head as they're coming at you and you're fighting them and stuff. So it looks really cool. It looks like a fun way to learn how to type more. So I'm definitely looking forward to this so I can bolster up my typing speed and
cool.
accuracy.
Very nice.
Yeah. How about yourself? What are you looking forward to?
So this one's in my backlog. It's a more recent title. Let's see. Oh, damn, 2023. Oof, I've letting this one fall to the wayside. I mean, 2 years, not that bad, but still. This is one I was looking forward to a lot, just based on its art style, and it's a puzzle game that really was like, oh, excuse me, that seems cool. And the game is called Viewfinder. Viewfinder is a puzzle video game developed by Sand Owl Studios and published by Thunderful Publishing. As I mentioned, released for PlayStation 5 and Windows July 2023. It's on PS4, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch now. Gameplay. Viewfinder is based on mapping the edges contained in photographs or other two-dimensional works onto the 3D space of the game's world, creating new geometries and layouts. These are used to solve puzzles and access teleporter devices at the end of each level. The player may be required to power the teleporter using batteries or activation of other power devices before using the teleport. The player later gains a Polaroid-style camera and can use images taken in the same manner as other photographs. So yeah, it seemed really cool to me, just like that lining up of like, all right, how do I platform across this using this certain photo or solve this aspect to get farther in the level. It seemed like a really cool thing, but yeah, just kind of fell on the wayside and never got into it fully. So I do have it now because I think it was part of PlayStation Plus one of the months. It's just a matter of getting to it.
Yeah, sounds great. I'll have to look into that more. I'm not big into the puzzle games, but it sounds like it could be interesting. It's at least an interesting take on it for sure.
Definitely. And with that, everybody, that has been another episode of the Relatively Gaming Podcast. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, giving us a watch and giving us a listen. Remember, if you guys did enjoy what you heard here, whether it was, all the fun news or my ramblings about Kingdom Hearts, I'm so sorry. Make sure you guys drop a follow, subscribe down below. Really appreciate it, whether it's here on Spotify or YouTube. It's greatly appreciated. And if you guys ever have a topic of conversation that you would like us to discuss, feel free to put it in the comment section down below, and we'll get to it at a future episode. TJ, thank you so much for joining me today. Great as always.
Yeah, thank you, Bret. And everyone, thanks for watching.
Yeah. All right, everybody, enjoy your day, and we will see you next week. Bye.